Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lansing, Michigan for tonight's USL League Two matchup between Lansing City Football and Midwest United. We have the starting lineups coming up right now, so don't go anywhere.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's USL League Two match between Midwest United and your Lansing City Football. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Everyone, please stand. Oh, we will start with the starting lineups. First, our visiting Midwest United. Number 2, Christian Shannon. Number 4, Benjamin Adamson. Number 5, Jonathan Stout. Number 9, Tevin Jones. Number 10, Gabriel Villagomez. Number 14, Tyrese DeBruin. Number 16, Connor Burkett. Number 18, Ezra White. Number 19, Joshua Clementson. Number 25, Aaron Silamoni. Number 28, Samuel Spiegel. Midwest United is coached by Luke Ruff. And now your lineup for Lansing City. Number 1, Zach Kelly. Number 6, John Zuge. Number 7, David Magalish. Number 8, Jeffrey Victoria. Number 9, Jack Lugamis. Number 10, Sahel Yessen. Number 13, Josh Adam. Number 14, James DeCosmo. Number 15, Samuel Dolabaipu. Number 16, Aiden Messenger. Number 17, Jack Beck. Lansing City is coached by Marco Bernardini. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Everybody, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lansing, Michigan for tonight's USL League Two match between Lansing City Football and Midwest United FC. Tonight we have a very exciting match. Midwest United coming in having already played one game. They won their matchup 3-2 against Union FC not many days ago. For your Lansing City Football, this is, of course, our first regular season game, home or away. So we are coming in with a 0-0 record, looking to start the season off strong. Some notable players for Lansing City. First of all, in goal, Zach Kelly. He was phenomenal last year. Even 2 years ago when he was the backup, he had some very amazing games that he stepped up in, including an amazing PK save, and then last year as the main keeper, and then of course now this year returning to Lansing City in the orange back there. Also in the back in front of Zach Kelly, James DeCosmo. He makes a return for Lansing City. Really an anchor back there at center back for Lansing City. Excited to see what he will bring to Lansing City. And then also notable coming back. We missed him last year, but he's back this year. It's Jack Beck in the center, the star midfielder for MSU. And here we go. We're off. Lansing City with the kickoff. Starting with a deep ball, looking for one of the new forwards. That's going to be Dola Baipu up there. A few unfamiliar names, not too many, but a few for Lansing City fans to get used to. Starting lineup for Lansing City, of course, we mentioned Zach Kelly in the back, goalkeeper number 1. We got John Zuge, David Magalhães, Jeff Victoria, Jack Gagemos, Sahel Yesin, Josh Adam, James DeCosmo, Samuel Dolabaipu, Aiden Messenger, and Jack Beck. That's your starting 11 for Lansing City tonight as Midwest plays through their keeper. Lansing City sporting their brand new uniforms for this year. Their home uniforms, half white, half blue on their jersey top. Looking pretty fresh. Silly giveaway there. Fortunately, Lansing City able to win it. Beck goes back to Kelly, the keeper, but unfortunately, DeCosmo gets in the way, and a foul has to be committed on the outside to prevent any further attack. That's going to be 13 Adam with the foul just outside the box on the far side. Not what you want to see for Lansing City right away. Just a unfortunate mishap between keeper Kelly and DeCosmo, two of the players that we mentioned coming back for Lansing City. Turns into an Adams foul outside the box, and it will be Midwest United looking to threaten something here in the 3rd minute. The cross comes in, it's low. DeCosmo makes easy use of that, clears it, and it will be a Midwest throw. That ball coming into the box somewhat dangerously. Still Lansing City there, and it does trickle over to Kelly. Nothing to be too concerned about for Lansing City fans as we come out to the near side here. And Messenger now up through the midfield. Now DeCosmo looking for a long one to Yesin. Victoria's there as well, and now Victoria donning the captain's armband. looks for Yessen, but unfortunately it's going to deflect out to be a Midwest throw. Sahel Yessen, number 10 there on the near side, trying to work with Victoria. He is one of the new faces for Lansing City. Do believe he is one who has some USL experience. Yeah, he was won an award, one of the 8 best young players last season for USL League Two. Joining Lansing City this year. Oh, a nice move out on the outside there. Lansing City looking for an attack. It's coming through the middle. And now it's Yessen. Takes the defender on. He's able to beat one, can't get past the second, but it will be a Lansing City throw. Yessen to take the throw, one of his targets. It's going to be number 15, Sam Dolabaipu. Certainly be a target for Lansing City up top. As a viewer and fan of Lansing City myself, I'm excited to see what Dolabaipu will add to Lansing City's game up top there. In fact, DeCosmo looking for him on that one. Unfortunately, did not find his feet. Zuge was almost able to win it back, but now Messenger and Yessen able to control that, and he does get it back to DeCosmo. Lansing City will keep control here in the back, very comfortable. Other than that mishap a couple minutes ago leading to the free kick on the outside, Lansing City looking quite comfortable. Both teams settling in to the game here. It's been a cool evening here in Lansing City. Here at Okemos High School, just outside of the city limits of Lansing. This is where Lansing City will be playing their home games this year. Nice turf field. A little overcast, partly cloudy, chilly, probably in the 50s. A little windy out there as well. Could be a factor, but likely nothing crazy. As Midwest here looks to play through their midfield on the near side. That one draws a whistle. Will be a Midwest kick. It's going to be Tyrese DeBruin to take that. Now it goes to the far side. Lansing City in, I believe that's Zuge applying some pressure. And now Messenger handles that one easily. Now Beck with it in the middle. Lansing City pushing into a dangerous area here. It's Okemos. Ball squirts back out to Beck. Now it's Messenger. Finding Yessen. What does he see here? 3 defenders in front of him. Turns the other way. Finds some space. And now it's Jack Beck. Switching the field. Here comes a cross in. Lansing City not able to take advantage. It will be a throw-in for Midwest, deep in their own territory. Also a new addition to the Lansing City squad this year, Jack Gugamis. See him, number 9. Actually just was involved in the play. That's Victoria, and now something could be on here. That one is scooped up by the Midwest keeper. Gugamis having a fantastic season for actually right here in Okemos Highschool just a year or so ago. Now joins Lansing City for his USL League Two premiere. Excited to see what he will bring to the squad as well. Now Beck looking for a cheeky chip on the side. That one was to another Lansing City newcomer, Magulaish. So several new faces here for Lansing City and some familiar ones, like here 16 Messenger, playing in the back for Lansing City the last 2 seasons. And he whips a ball in. Ooh. Magulaish almost had a volley there. Zuge. He beats him down the line. It's back to Zuge, a left-footed strike, looking to place it in the far top corner. Goes wide and high. That's good work out on the side. I believe that was Magulaish and Gugamus, as well as Zuge. And then Zuge with the left-footed strike. So Lansing City putting some pressure on. Nothing too concerning to the Midwest side, but getting themselves into some useful areas for sure. Nothing on that attack for Lansing City either. The goal kick from the Midwest keeper sails out of bounds, so it will be a Lansing City throw, about near midfield here on the near side. Messenger finds Victoria, quickly defended. It was by Ezra White who forced the turnover. Now Midwest United takes possession, looking to get forward on the opposite side. Some great defense there from a guy from Magulaish to force them the other way. A long ball being played in. That's going to sail over the head of the Midwest United attacker, Aaron Siljmani. Now Lansing City on in the attack. That's well done from Yessen there. Looking to find Zuge. That's going to go over the end line. Now, for those of you that have been following Lansing City for the last 2 years in the USL 2, this is Lansing City's 3rd year. One thing you might notice a little bit different the formation. The first 2 years, the formation was largely the same, playing 4 in the back, 5 midfielders with a triangle across the midfield and 1 attacker, which last year many times was Nathan Intalu before he got moved up to USL League One, as Kelly comfortably controls that one. Lansing City tonight will be showcasing their new formation, playing a 3-5-2. The Cosmo, Messenger, and Adam through the back being those anchor points, as number 9, Okemos, gets held on that one, a very clear foul. Thought maybe there could be a caution there, but not really in a dangerous area. So the head official keeps her card in her pocket, as this one is looking for number 15, Dola Baipu. He is able to win that throw. Well done. And it is at his foot now. One-on-one from the outside, looks to get a hard cross down, but it is blocked. Now Lansing City looking to build from the back, going all the way back. And now the back line looking for the best point of attack. It's the Cosmo. Looks for a long one. He is onside. Nope, he's not onside. Late flag up by the AR on the far side. I believe that was Okemos. Nope, that was not Okemos. That was Magulash. Those top 2 forward spots for Lansing City filled by number 9, Okemos, as well as 15, Dola Baipu. Now it's going to be a foul against Lansing City. Haven't had too many fouls in this game. Just enough to keep some things interesting. Lansing City applying their high pressure, something we've become very accustomed to seeing over the last couple of years, something I certainly expected to see back again this year in year number 3. Something that Lansing City has done very well, applying high pressure, especially in the early stages of the game. Backing off a little bit on this one. This one's coming in to Josh Adam, who's able to head it away. Looks like he was trying to find something other than the touchline, but that's all he got in this case. And now a cross comes in. Could have been dangerous there, but not able to be controlled by the Midwest United attacker. So, Lansing City throw. The Cosmo really just needed to get that one out. Perhaps not the greatest of choices for throw-in option on that one. Thought about a shot there. Does overlap, and the shot cross does come in. Thought that was going to be Kelly going to have to come out and claim that one. Number 16, Burkett for Midwest was there, but Lansing City defender, I think it might have been Messenger, able to clear it away first. But it will be a Midwest corner, the first corner of the game. going to be taken by number 10, Gomez. And here it comes. He gets ahead on it. Believe that was going right towards the near post, but Beck was there, and now a shot from the captain, Stout, is blocked. And now captain for Lansing City, Victoria, looking to advance on with Zuge. Zuge met very firmly. Now Yessen chasing. He won't get there. Messenger wins that header. It does go into touch for a Midwest throw. Midwest now looking for something on the far side. It does sail over his head. Looks like he was intending to find number 9, Jones, on the far side. So Lansing City will retain possession now with a throw-in. Okemos almost able to chase that one down. Midwest will maintain possession. Now Lansing City in the back. Trying to work their way up, getting somewhere, but it does go into touch for a throw. Just crossing over into the 21st minute here, almost into the 22nd. It's still 0-0. No score as of yet. Fairly even match so far. Still kind of at the point where both teams are trying to settle in to their boots. Last 5 minutes or so. A little bit more coming from the Midwest as a great defensive effort there from Yessen. And he does retain possession for Lansing City. That's excellent from the new addition, Sahel Yessen. So far in this first 21 and a half minutes, seen some great things from Yessen. Now Midwest looking to play through their back line. Up to their midfield on the far side. Now they go back. Would be Shannon looking for a long ball. That's Adam. Able to take care of it to Kelly. Back to DeCosmo. He's got someone breathing down his neck, but very comfortable. That's something that really has characterized James DeCosmo, the veteran of Lansing City. Really, you could think of it as that way. Probably has the most experience, as Becca's going to get called for a dangerous play, a high kick there. Indirect free kick for Midwest. But DeCosmo really has been the veteran center back anchor for Lansing City. That's been the term that I've thought of so much for him, the anchor. And that play just a few moments ago, not a very significant play seemingly in the scope of things, but just his poise and his calmness in that moment just characterizes his play as a whole for Lansing City. Let's see what will come of this. The Midwest attackers, 3 of them grouped around the ball. Lansing City able to take care of that one. No big threat there. So far today, Midwest does have has had more set piece opportunities than Lansing City. One corner, a couple of free kicks in dangerous areas. And they're looking to get something going here. Outnumbered a bit, but still maintaining possession until now, as Yessen is able to snag it, not before long, and Midwest looking forward again. Just a little bit of back and forth here. It's kind of been the story, I would say probably the last 7 or 8 minutes has been Midwest pushing up into some dangerous areas, but probably 70% of the possession has been one or two players touching the ball in the middle and it getting lost, and then the other team gets it and the same thing happens. But Midwest does have an opportunity here, and a shot comes out off the right foot of number 10, Villagomez. Forces Kelly to make his first save of the day. Handles it nicely. Wasn't the most accurate shot as far as going to the corner, but it did cause Kelly to move. Just a little bit outside the D there. It'll be the first true shot on goal we've had all game, coming from one of the star forwards of Midwest United, Villagomez. Perhaps Lansing City now looking to possess a little bit, trying to not give the ball away so quickly like they have been the last few minutes. Knocking it around, 1-2 touch on this fast turf field. Midfielders and forwards for Lansing City both checking to the ball, checking away, looking for an option. Nothing that they've been happy with yet. So it continues back to Kelly and now DeCosmo. Perhaps there's something here with Victoria and now Messenger. But nothing comes of that as Midwest takes over. Midwest knocking it around in the back here. It's going to be 14 De Bruyne. Inside and now back out. Looking pretty comfortable back there. Lansing City attempting to provide some pressure. It's Gugamis and Dolabaipu up there. But Zuge is the one that wins it in the midfield. Back to DeCosmo. He looks for a long floater. And that header not going where the defender was looking. Dolabaipu finds Yessen. What can they do here? Oh, he got two of them on that fake cross and a shot. Thought maybe that was going to be a cross, but that definitely looked like a shot from here. Doesn't miss by much. And that shot, I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but definitely had some dip to it. I don't know if the keeper was going to get there, but unfortunately we won't know as it was wide by about a yard or so. But some good play there coming out of Yessen and Dolabaipu, taking advantage of the mishap from the back line. I believe what they were trying to do was head it back to the keeper so he could pick it up with his hands, but it didn't quite make it there. Dolabaipu found himself with the ball at his feet near the top of the box. And that's where the attack came from. But now it's Kelly looking to find Dolabaipu, in fact. But he won't. It's cleared out to the midfield. Victoria looking to win it. Unfortunately, he can't keep it in bounds, and it is a Midwest throw. Looks like it's little bit of confusion out there. Head referee trying to make sure everything is done properly. Thought it was first it was Lansing City, and then tried to kick it, and then was thrown in the wrong spot. But now we're back to play. Midwest taking control. That one almost won by Dolabaipu. And now Lansing City able to get possession back, and it's Yessen. Now back to the back line. If you caught it earlier in the stream, this is Lansing City's very first USL 2 game this year. However, Midwest on the opposing side, this is their second. They played one not too many days ago. That one was a 3-2 victory over Union FC. So Midwest coming in here looking to build on that start, that great start to their season. Winning their first 2 games certainly would be in their plans. And as this ball comes to Victoria, Victoria looks to head it back. Beck gonna try a volley on that one. Couldn't quite connect, but if he would have hit that, whew, that would have been exciting to watch. We had a great angle on that up here in the booth. That would have been some spectacular play from Victoria and Beck. Victoria, of course, the captain, Lansing City, playing a valuable role last year. Unfortunately, Lansing City didn't have him for the last few games, but fortunate to have him this year and today. So as I mentioned, Midwest looking for their second victory. Lansing City, their first game, looking to establish themselves and come out with 3 points. DeCosmo now looking for Dolabaipu, but that's going to be over his head. Excuse me, he does have a different player out there I didn't see. Can't quite tell who that is yet. I think it might be Magulaish. Yes, I believe it was number 7, Magulaish. I thought DeCosmo had overshot Dolabaipu, but in fact, a Midwest player was hiding Lansing City's number 7. And now Messenger has to win that one. Very important. Winning that 1v1. Or else it would have been Midwest United's 16 Burkett one-on-one with Zach Kelly. And that one into Victoria's too much. Just out of his reach, but he does well to defend and win it back. Jeffrey Victoria. DeCosmo looking for something deep. Perhaps overstepping. Excuse me, not overstepping. Just overshooting that one. Now Midwest looking to play from the back. If you've been following Lansing City through their USL League Two journey the last couple of years, or even just last year, you might notice this turf field a little different than their normal home field. This year, they're calling Okemos Highschool their home. I just thought there might have been a handball on that one, but no one complaining about it, so perhaps I saw that wrong. So yes, Lansing City playing all their home games here at Okemos High School, just outside of Lansing, here in the center of the Mitten State, Michigan. that one goes way into the stands. Look out. Didn't quite make it to any fans, but it was pretty close. Decent showing for Lansing City and Midwest tonight. Certainly enough fans to make some noise. Unfortunately for the fans, they're not getting any of that sun that's out there on a lot of the field. Most in heavy jackets and blankets. As Lansing City will take a throw in on the far side. It's going to be Josh Adam, and a foul throw from Lansing City. Just absolutely unacceptable at this level. Picked up his foot on that one. Victoria clears that one out. Now Midwest resetting. DeBruyne looking for something long. Adam able to clean that up, but it's up for grabs in the middle. A good play there. Midwest attacker. I believe that was Burkett looking to keep the ball in. Excuse me, that wasn't Burkett. That was going to be Silamani on the far side, number 25. Now Lansing City looking to get out of the back. Victoria gets beat to that one, and that's Gugamis, who thought he was fouled. Referee standing right there. Kept her whistle in her hand. And play continues. Now it's Yessen with a lot of space. Yessen takes his space. He finds Dolabaipu back to him. Unfortunately, not able to find Beck there. Could have been a nice combination. Now Midwest looking to be on the attack. 3-on-4 here. Now another attacker and defender joins. Does well to shake Adam, and that is going to be, I think maybe that was a handball. Or perhaps the center ref thought that'd be 25, Silamani. Pushed off with his arm there. Whatever the case, Lansing City will gain possession. And now it's through Messenger into Yessen on the near side. And speaking of Yessen, that just last play, seeing him come down the wing side. Something that we saw a lot last year from some of the Lansing City players. Some high-speed wings on the outside. Haven't quite seen the same this year yet. Certainly a different team, different style in some cases. We've yet to see the identity of Lansing City this year mature. Of course, just this being their very first game. With only 2 or 3 weeks of practices at most. I think it's only been 2, actually. Still a pretty quick. You know, teams in this league really don't have a lot of time to prepare and gel and mesh as a team. And that's one of the reasons why it's so important to have returning players like Lansing City does. Probably about 60 to 70% of their roster of returning players. And of course, Coach Marco Bernardini also returning. Assisted this year by Jeremy Kleppel. That was Magulaish. And now it's Dolabaipu able to get past one defender, not a second one. Midwest crying out for a foul there, and they will get one. Getting close to the 40th minute here. Still 0-0. A blank score sheet. And really, if you're just tuning in with us, not too many dangerous chances for either team. It was one shot on goal for Midwest United. That goalkeeper, Zach Kelly for Lansing City, was forced to save. Wasn't anything too concerning, but it definitely was a shot as a defense you don't want to let happen. Just outside the D arc of Lansing City. And for Lansing City, having a couple opportunities into the box, really the main one coming from, it was a left, I think it was a right-footed strike from Yessen. Yessen with, as we mentioned, if you didn't see it, he had a shot from just inside the 18, a right-footed strike, looking for the far post that had a dip to it. It was just a yard wide. As Lansing City is now looking to place this throw in on the far side as Dolabaipu. The big body, hard to get around, and now a cross comes in. That's near the penalty spot, about where you want to see it, but Gugamis not there. Messenger looking for a half volley, deflects off the referee, and I think there was an offside call that they played very quickly there. Saw a signal from the center ref, looked to be offsides. Midwest taking that very quickly. But Lansing City did have one other chance that came before the Yessen kick. I think it came from the likes of Zuge. It was Gugamis, Dolabaipu, and Zuge combining and a strike from Zuge that came off his left foot. He kind of tried to loft it. He was just inside the box, tried to get to that top left corner, and it went a little bit wide. So nothing to force the hand of the goalkeeper from Midwest yet, but Lansing City doing well to defend here, retain possession through the likes of Yes and Victoria Messenger there, and Zuge as well. And there'll be a whistle here. I think the ball just went into touch. Midwest takes it quickly. And now switching to the near side. Yessen does well to defend that, but unfortunately can't keep the ball in bounds. Now Lansing City, Gugamis able to get by the defender and draws a card on that one. Looks like the card was on number 14 for Midwest, Brune.
Yellow card issued to Midwest United, number 14, Tyrese DeBruyne.
That will be the first yellow card we've seen all day. Victoria and Beck for Lansing City standing over it, currently discussing their options. Got Yessen on the near side. Looks like Zuge to their square right, and every other Lansing City player up on the box. Now it's just Beck, and here it comes. It's a good ball in, over the head of Dolabaipu. It does come back, and a strike, I believe, coming from a Gulaish. And an attack coming in from Victoria, and that was a hard one. He's going to get into the referee's book for that, I believe. And he does. He knew it as well.
Yellow card issued to Lansing City number 8, Jeffrey Victoria.
Didn't seem to be a necessary hard foul. Wasn't really in a dangerous place. Don't know if that was just some frustration. But certainly you could tell he was going into that challenge gonna get something. If it wasn't the ball, it was gonna be the player. So he's booked for a yellow card. Now the Midwest keeper coming up well outside of his box to put this one into play. That one coming all the way back to Kelly, somewhat of a challenge there. Nothing too concerning for him, though. Feeling very comfortable. Kelly, the MSU goalkeeper, two-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week in 2023. Also collecting a Spring Showcase League MVP this past spring. Solid keeper for the Spartans, putting his talent on display here for Lansing City. If you've been a Lansing City fan over the last couple of years in USL League Two, you will know the name Zach Kelly, probably most likely from his penalty save in year one, I believe is when it came, one of the final games. Lansing City keeper Owen Finnerty was out and he had to make the save, but that'll do it for the first half with only 1 minute of extra time there. The score 0-0. We'll be back soon for some halftime comments. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lansing, Michigan. It's halftime here, 0-0. Lansing City versus Midwest United. Not a crazy exciting first half. We had a couple of chances both ways. One particular for Midwest United, forcing the hand of Zach Kelly. And on the other side for Lansing City, nothing on target, but we did have a couple of close ones. And I believe for Midwest United, it was 10 Villagomez, who was on the striking end of that. And for Lansing City, Zuke with one and Yessen with the other. Both missing by just a little bit. And really interesting here as we welcome you into the booth. This is a first game for Lansing City. And it is a second game for Midwest, but both teams in the USL League Two, they're kind of in the same boat. It's you have players coming from all around. You have players who played in college, players from overseas. Only a couple of weeks to get the team to mesh, and that's part of what we're seeing here tonight. Is who is Lansing City? What's the identity of this year's Lansing City team for USL League Two? And it's something that we're going to continue to find out in the second half, which is coming soon. So don't go anywhere. And here we are for the second half. Apologies for that. We were having some technical difficulties here in the booth with the scoreboard. Scoreboard wasn't starting up correctly. An all hands on deck kind of moment, but we're back now for the start of the second half. Just about 2 minutes gone. It's now the Cosmo with all kinds of time. Lansing City looking to move up, and This one coming into Jack Beck. Gets a little bit away from him. Dolabai Pugh. We're getting word from the officials down on the field as the clock is perhaps a little bit off on what it shows on the scoreboard. It should be pretty accurate on the stream. And we're just hearing right now that the clock is all set. So excellent work to the team members up here in the booth. And now it's time to focus on the action here as Lansing City. Not a great touch there from Adam, but he is able to win it back into Cosmo now. Neither team really settling possession, and it goes way past Beck there. Midwest going to take a throw. Both teams trying to settle into the second half here. Not very much possession as of yet. Comes back to Zuge. Lansing City feeling comfortable to knock it around in the back. And now DeCosmo looking for a long ball. It's yes, and it's on his foot. He's in stride. One player to beat. No real exciting finish on that one, but definitely one of Lansing City's best chances. Yes, and having an opportunity there. Unfortunately, keeper for Midwest. Number 28, Spiegel, was able to collect that one, but a great chance. But now Midwest with an opportunity near the top of the box. Lansing City able to handle that one well. Not currently aware of any substitutes made from first half to second half. But there are a few Lansing City players warming up on the sidelines. Gotta wonder if Coach Bernardini is considering some changes. Almost certainly, as Lansing City again unable to maintain control. It's been a pretty sloppy first half for them. Excuse me, a pretty sloppy second half. Not really able to maintain much control. That one gets by Victoria. Midwest continuing their possession. It's going to come outside to number 2, Shannon, but it's outside of his reach. So Lansing City will have a throw-in. 7, Magalhaes. Gets it back from Beck, looking into Dolabai Pugh, but taken by Midwest. Adam able to head it back. And Magalhaes wincing in pain. Looks like he got kicked there, but no time for that. He does win it back and does win Lansing City a throw. Adam will go back to his center back, DeCosmo. We mentioned earlier, DeCosmo, really an anchor for the Lansing City back line, returning this year for Lansing City's 3rd season in USL 2. Now Kelly looking to play a long one. Gugamis is chasing it. Midwest looking for something here, but it was going to be offside if they continued on that one, so Lansing City takes the throw. Olabaipu with control. Gugamis now. Lansing City outnumbered. Needs to take some time. Victoria does look like he had something in mind, but it comes back to Messenger and now DeCosmo. Getting word that Midwest, in fact, did make one substitution. It's number 20, Abraham Arellano, coming into the middle for Midwest, making his first appearance of the day. That was at the beginning of the second half. But no subs, no substitutes on the Lansing City side, as Midwest takes that one illegally, says the center referee. Victoria on the ground. Victoria donning the captain's armband for Lansing City this year. It's been a key part of the Lansing City play and culture last year and clearly into this year, with Coach Bernardini putting that responsibility and leadership on him as number 7 for Lansing City. Magalhaes with a left-footed strike there, but that one soared way over the net, and a Midwest player now down. Can't quite see who that is. Is that number 7? It might be. Can't be, because I don't believe there's a number 7 for Midwest out there. But he is clearly in a lot of pain. The trainer gets called out.
One halftime substitution for Midwest United, number 20, Abraham Arellano.
Trainer currently tending to the down player. Still can't quite see who that is. He's definitely in some pain. Both teams taking this opportunity to group up. Might be 18 Ezra White down. Looks like it's something with his left leg, and he is very much showing signs of intense discomfort as he's helped up by the trainer. Something with his left leg. Don't know if it's foot or ankle. Definitely below the knee. Makes me think it was something with an ankle, but it's really just speculation on my part right now. I didn't see it happen. He's very gingerly walking off the field here. Certainly will see some added time to this half due to this stoppage. He makes it off the field. And looks like for the time being, it looks like it was number 9, Tevin Jones, who is in so much pain. And I do believe that Midwest is looking to make a substitution here instead of trying to see if he'll be able to get back. Sure enough, number 24 gives his substitution card. That's Johnny Money for Midwest United. He'll be coming in for the injured Tevin Jones. as we cross over into the 12th minute. So both teams at full strength, 11 players. An injury to the Midwest United player, number 9 Jones, brings on substitute 24 Money. Hope that Jones is okay and is able to return to play quickly. Obviously will not be returned to this game, but Midwest does have an opportunity here, a left-footed strike. That was number 16 Burkett. Doesn't trouble Kelly too much, but it was another shot on goal. That's 2 on the day for Midwest United. Lansing City still at 0. No shots on goal. 2 or 3 pretty good chances, but no real testing of keeper Spiegel yet. Midwest with the throw on the near side. Lansing City's big striker, Dolabaipu, attempting to win that one, but now it goes back to DeCosmo, who goes up to Gugamis. He chases it on, and it is safely kicked out of play by number 4 Adamson. Gugamis with a foul throw, or was, I think, maybe he was a little too far up, I believe. It was not a foul throw. Lansing City will take the throw again. Ref didn't like his spot. So the ball comes in. Dolabaipu tried to flick that ball on towards the center of the box, but it gets knocked out. So here is Yessen and Victoria on the far side. Yessen finding Zuge, who knocks it back to DeCosmo. DeCosmo now looking in the direction of Magulaish. Now it's Zuge and Victoria. Zuge, Victoria, and now Yessen. Yessen looks to play a ball in. It's knocked way up in the air. And settled by Magulaish. Taking on 2, 3, and 4 defenders. And yes, it is a penalty. That was Dolabaipu who drew that penalty on the effort from Magulaish. He was trying to beat as many defenders as he could. Off balance, snuck it through. Dolabaipu was there. He was ready. And just got tripped up by the defender. I didn't quite see who it was that tripped him up, but it is going to be none other than the captain, Jeffrey Victoria, for Lansing City to take this penalty. Right here at 15:40 in the second half. Victoria looks on as he prepares to take this strike. The whistle, and here he goes. And it's saved, but he's there. And a huge, huge save from the Midwest goalkeeper, Spiegel. A solid hit penalty, not quite to the corner from Victoria. It did bounce right back to him, but I do believe that he could not be the next player to touch that ball. It's what it seemed like, at least from here. He definitely backed off of that. He could have maybe had another chance to put it into the back of the net, but it seemed as if he backed off. But Lansing City does have a corner here. Jack Beck to take it. And the center ref is holding us up here for one reason or another. Not quite sure what the holdup was there, but we're ready to play again, and here comes the corner. It's swung in. It's a great placement. No Lansing City player there, though. As Midwest clears it out, and My goodness. Just an unfortunate missed opportunity there for Lansing City on that penalty. Victoria stepping right up. Not his best placement we have seen from him, but certainly would be enough to get it past the keeper, but he guesses correctly and makes the save, number 28, Spiegel for Midwest, and we stay deadlocked, 0-0. Just about getting to the 19th minute in the second half. Looks like that one went into touch on the far side. And we have a couple of Lansing City substitutions happening. We have a couple of those that were warming up on the sidelines. We have Micah Sonnenberg, number 11, going to be coming in. Victoria will be coming out. That's also number 4, Gershom Sylvan. It's going to be Yessen and Victoria taking a seat.
Into the game for Lansing City, number 4, Gershom Sylvan.
Nothing bad to say about these two players at all today. They gave great effort and added much value to Lansing City. Of course, they wish they would have added a little more perhaps. But they are applauded by their coaches on their way out, and it is Sylvan as well as Sonnenberg who will enter the game for Lansing City. Some fresh legs, the first we've seen for Lansing City today. We almost reach the 65th minute. This stage in the second half seems like both teams are starting to feel a little bit so we have a foul here against Lansing City. Both teams starting to feel some confusion going out there. Will be a Midwest kick to be taken. Both teams kind of feeling a little bit the beginning of the urgency of, okay, if we don't want to be deadlocked through this whole game, we're going to need to start to string some things together. We're going to need to start to press. Wouldn't be surprised if we started to see a little more risks being taken. I doubt either of these teams want to just play it easy and safe and comfortable. I imagine both teams are trying to find the blood in the water to smell and to seek out at least a goal to secure 3 points. And here comes the ball into play, and that one's kicked out by Adam, but it's reflected back, and a save from Kelly. The best save that we have seen today. Absolutely fantastic from Kelly as we have a player down, and there is an immediate yellow card issued to Dola Baipu for that one. And the Midwest player down looks to be in some agony there.
Yellow card issued to Lansing City, number 15, Samuel Dolabaipu.
But wow, going back to that save from Zach Kelly, the ball played in. Adam tried to deflect it, get it out of there, but it unfortunately was only a deflection. It went to one of the Midwest players. I couldn't quite make out who it was, but a solid strike, and Kelly needed to go airborne to get that one. A fantastic save to keep Lansing City 0-0 in this game. Now Midwest with another chance, very similar to the previous one. What will happen here? Definitely not as good as a ball as the last time. It's Zuge, I believe, who gets hit, and that is definitely going to be a caution. Very clear fast break opportunity going the other way, the counterattack. And so that yellow card gets issued to number 18 for Midwest. That's going to be Ezra White.
Yellow card issued to Midwest United, number 18, Ezra White.
Starting to get some excitement in this game here as we enter into the second portion of this second half. PK, a very good shot on goal from Midwest, and a save from Kelly, a couple of yellow cards. This game is definitely starting to feel a little more tense than it was in the first half. You can kind of feel it here. As we mentioned just before some of those things happened, the team's kind of feeling a little bit of urgency now, and you're starting to see that in the play. It's the Midwest player taking a few too many steps up for the officials' liking. That one's going to be thrown out of bounds. Here's Magalesh. Back to Zugay and back to Magalesh. Beck trying to combine with him. Loses it, but gets it back. Some play there from Magalesh. Unfortunately, doesn't get them anywhere. Now Midwest is on an attack. It's 3-on-5 here. But a shot comes, and Kelly's forced to make a save. It's deflected into the direction of 24 Moni. But it is going to go out of bounds. What I believe to be a Midwest throw. No, this is going to be a corner kick for Midwest. Almost to the 70th minute here. Most players for Midwest pushing up. All the Lansing City players back in the box. And here comes the kick. It's low, it's driven. And that's Jack Beck who's able to get that one deflected out, and it will be another corner. Midwest taking their time. And now here comes the corner. It's another low-driven one. And Beck says no one more time. Two corners, same exact spot, same exact player. So here we go again. A third corner for Midwest. And the official doesn't like where the ball is placed. Wants it to be placed closer to the line. Midwest obliges, and now here comes the third one. It's a little bit higher, a little bit further. There is a head on it in the middle there for Midwest, but just goes straight up and out over the end line. So Kelly will restart with a goal kick. Lansing City choosing to play out of the back under some heavy pressure. Long ball going over Sylvan's head. Sonnenberg's there as well. Able to force a Lansing City throw. Sonnenberg and Sylvan, the two Lansing City substitutes to have seen the pitch today. And that's Sylvan there committing the foul. And for those Lansing City fans out there who have been following this team for the last couple of years, surely you'll recognize the name Gershom Sylvan in addition to the team last year. And a very spicy addition at that. Provided excellent speed up top some playmaking and goal-scoring ability. Had a few goals in last year's season. Definitely excited to see him coming off the bench here tonight. Perhaps add a spark to some of Lansing City's offense here, as Midwest is on somewhat of an attack, but really way too many Lansing City players and too few Midwest players on that attack to be concerning. It's about a 2-on-5 or so. And that shot from Moni, if you could call it a shot, really didn't get anywhere. Now Dolabaipu trying to flick the ball on to Magalhaes. But it ends up being a Midwest throw, and here it comes in. Josh Adam defending that. Magalhaes clears it out. And Midwest, what's on here for them? According to DeCosmo, nothing. He tries to body meg the player and does get stopped, and to the dismay of the Midwest players over there, particularly Silamoni, he does get the foul called. But Silamoni really did not think that that should have been a foul. Pleaded his case, but of course not going to change the referee's mind here. It's Sylvan shielding the ball. He does well to keep it. Can he continue to keep it? No. He loses it. Lansing City now on the defense. Able to thwart the threat for the time being. But Midwest is still on the attack here. Midwest giving it away there. But Lansing City does exactly the same. Really, we've been seeing more of that from Lansing City this half. Definitely a more sloppy half. Probably for both sides, but I think much less noticeable on the Midwest side, and very clearly noticeable for the Lansing City side. Just not quite taking care of the ball like they did in the first half. Not as much possession. But they have earned a couple of good goal-scoring opportunities, including a penalty kick that was saved. And that leaves us still at 0-0. Here as we just about tick into the 76th minute. Both teams staring at 1 point if the score would remain the same for the next 15 and some odd minutes. Lansing City applying some pressure with those substitutes and Sylvan. And this is Beck who's pushing up from his midfield position. Also Magalhaes, and here comes Zuge who's able to take it, and now Dolabaipu finds Sylvan. Sylvan loses it. Oh man, he really had an opportunity there. I'm sure he's going to want that one back. Had his back to a couple of defenders, but lost it in his second touch. Probably one of the better organic attacking opportunities for Lansing City today. You had the PK, which came from a good opportunity, and then another opportunity earlier with Yessen that didn't turn into much. We have another substitute coming on now for Midwest. This is going to be number 12, Yanni Mpomo-Mbeha. It's going to be coming on for number 25, Silamoni. So some fresh legs for Midwest. Mpomo-Mbeha with the team at least last year, maybe the past couple of years. I do recognize that name as Midwest tries to turn there. That was Burkett trying to turn on his defender and get a right-footed strike or cross in, but ends up just going over the touchline. Nothing to worry about for Lansing City. They play short. DeCosmo quickly finds looks to be Gugamis on the far side. He goes back to DeCosmo. And now can Lansing City generate some kind of attack here on the far side? It's through to Sylvan. Can't quite connect with Dolabaipu. It's looking promising, but it is reset from the foot of Adam back to the feet of Kelly. Does look like Lansing City is getting ready for another substitution coming up very soon on the next stoppage. I believe the substitution card has already been handed in, and the player is up at the half line, so he will be coming in. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Guzman Trigo. Has Beck here as an opportunity, but really can't get much on it, and it was because it was deflected. So Lansing City earning a corner kick here. Looks like Midwest is also going to be bringing in another substitute here soon. Looks to be number 15, Joe Lockey, who's going to be entering the game very soon. Not quite out there yet. For now, it's just a Lansing City corner kick. And here it comes. It's a good one into the penalty spot. Still, again, no Lansing City player there. It's got to be frustrating as a coach. As here comes another ball, but that doesn't go anywhere. I saw Coach Bernardini turning to his players and emphatically saying a few words in that moment. It's got to be frustrating to have several opportunities like that. It seems like every corner or cross into the middle has pretty much gone that same way. It's a good cross in around the penalty marker spot, but no Lansing City players. Really 2 or 3 Midwest players before any Lansing City in that case. But here comes the substitutes. It's going to be number 15, Joe Lockey from Midwest, coming onto the pitch. And exiting will be, I believe that's number 18, Ezra White coming off. And for Lansing City, 17, Jack Beck will be exiting the pitch. For Lansing City, it's going to be 5, Guzman Trigo, coming into the pitch for Lansing City, into that middle spot for Jack Beck. Not something you see very often. The likes of Beck exiting the game before the last second has ticked. But it will be Trigo coming in with some fresh legs. Intensity continuing to build here. There hasn't been too much chippiness as of yet. But definitely the atmosphere where some of that could be built up. Both teams certainly feeling some of that urgency now, definitely for sure. So we only have about 10 minutes left in this game, plus some added time at the end. Probably a couple of minutes, probably at least 3 minutes. There's an injury or two and a few substitutions. So added time, probably looking at least 3 or 4 minutes. Probably my best guess there. And that looks to be a foul in the middle. Midwest players and bench not liking that call at all. Lansing City going to play that one quick. Magalish gets the ball kicked away from him, but it will be a throw-in, and he will take it. What does Lansing City have here in terms of an attack? Dolabaipu goes down, but he's able to keep the ball at his foot. It is cleared out. Now Zuge finding Magalish. And now Zuge again. A ball inside. Looking for Dolabaipu, but it was not there. Now it's Adam playing very physical, as he has all game long. Midwest with a little bit of time and space here. Playing through the middle. Sylvan on the backside. Almost surprising that defender, but not quite. Midwest going through the back, switching their point of attack to the other side of the field. That one deflected by Gugamis. Magalish now. Back to Gugamis. The former Okemos star. Here, this stadium we're playing at is Okemos High School. He's played many games here. But now Lansing City's looking for something on the attack and not able to connect. It's been much of the story today. Lansing City has been able to find some opportunities, but certainly not as many as they would like. As we just tick into minute 84. Magalish able to stop that one, but Lansing City quickly loses it. Dolabaipu trying to add some pressure. And that one given away right to the foot of Lansing City, and the ball was really going nowhere. A little bit of a frenzy in the middle there, but Midwest retains possession, now looking for something up top. And Adam comes in, and that's going to be a foul. Try to come in to clean that up. It was a good play from Midwest. It was a combination, and Stout was the one who ended up with it. Adam came over to try and put that one to an end, and he did, but not in a way that the referee agreed with. So it will be a free kick about 7 yards outside the box. Probably the best set piece opportunity for Midwest tonight. And what a time for it. 84 and a half minute. Goalkeeper Zach Kelly getting his defenders in order. It's a four-man wall. DeCosmo stepping off the wall as a fifth man to cover the back post. It's Jonathan Stout standing over it. The whistle blows, and here it comes. It's a shot to the top corner, but it goes well over. So here we are. 85 minutes gone by, currently in the 86th minute. What do these teams have left in the tank? Some good play here from Magalish. Trying to find Sylvan. Sylvan's able to keep it. Gugamis. Sonnenberg back to Gugamis. Now it's Zuge. He's got a defender breathing down his back. He's able to keep control. And that's Messenger playing in for Dolabaipu. He chests it in. Is he on? No! He is offside. The flag is up from the AR on the near side. And oh my goodness. Up here in the booth, we weren't the only ones that thought that one was a goal. Unfortunately, the assistant referee says no, he was offside. And that brilliant play from Lansing City to get that into Dolabaipu, he was just, at that point, he was just running the ball in with his body. It didn't matter where it was. He just said, this ball's going into the net. And unfortunately, he was offside, so play continues, still 0-0. Perhaps a little bit of energy for Lansing City on that attack. Midwest currently with the ball. It's won by Zuge. Can't help but think perhaps that offside goal could give Lansing City just a little bit of momentum, a little push, a little belief that the back of the net could be a reality in the next 3 to 6 minutes, as we don't know exactly how much added time there will be. Now Magalish tried to have a left foot strike there. Doesn't really trouble the keeper. He bobbles it for a second, but really couldn't get around that to put as much power as he wanted to with his left foot there. A long punt from the Midwest keeper all the way across half. It gets headed back to Sylvan. He can do dangerous things in a scenario like this. He chooses to go backwards wisely. It's Gugamis choosing to come back to that far side. Sonnenberg now. Gugamis with some pressure. Back to Sonnenberg. Can he take it down the sideline? Certainly looking to bring it in. Back inside to Gugamis. And now a long switch to Adam. Adam plays it inside. It's a good ball. It's right to Gugamis. He is able to control it, but his second touch goes right to the defender. Lansing City still on the attack, though. And now Sylvan able to win it. Now a ball played in, it's going to be over the head of Magalhaes. So we are in the final minute of regulation in the second half. Certainly some extra time to be added in. A cross comes in near the penalty spot. I think that was Gugamis who was there. Lansing City able to win it back. No indication quite yet for how much added time there will be, but the indication coming soon. And we have heard that there will be 4 additional minutes of time added to the game. 4 additional minutes.
There will be 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Midwest certainly wanted a foul called on that one. They did not get one. So we are halfway into the first minute of the 4 additional. Magalhaes finds the substitute. That was Trigo, who played it out of bounds, and now Midwest looking what to do with their throw in here. It's really a last-ditch effort now for both teams. Looking for some way to push forward, but not wanting to expose themselves too much. Certainly a question of how much do you risk in this scenario. Could go away with 1 point, but you certainly want 3. Definitely don't want 0. Here's Sylvan coming into the inside, trying to find Trigo. He finds Zuge instead. Zuge to Gugamis. Gugamis switches the field. It's Josh Adam, the right back. He finds DeCosmo. Cosmo to Zuge. Wonderful combination there, but Zuge loses it. Gets trampled in the process, but not really part of the play. And Magalhaes tracking all the way back. Fantastic defense. He probably tracked back. He must have been 10 or 15 yards behind that play. And he just bolted. Certainly feeling winded now, you can tell, but Wonderful play on defense. About 2.5 minutes gone in this, 4 extra minutes to be played. What does Lansing City have left in the tank? Do we have another attack or two? It's Magalish. He's got Dolabaipu, he's got Sylvan, and he's looking to find Sonnenberg. He does find him. And Zuge's there as well. Now Lansing City reset. To Cosmo, coming across half. Looking for Trigo, but he loses it. Maybe Midwest has another opportunity here. Doesn't look likely with the Cosmo on that one. Does find Kelly. Maybe making some fans nervous, but routine for the back line there and his keeper. We're in the final about 30 seconds of this last minute of extra time. Gugamis trying to find Zuge. It's the Cosmo now. Players can tell this might be the last attack. The ball gets played in. Sylvan's there. And it's cleared out by Midwest. And Lansing City has a corner kick. Almost definitely will be the last play of this game. Can Lansing City take advantage of a corner here? Fans getting into it. They sense what's happening. It's a long one to the back post. Magalish tried to be there, and the referee has seen enough. That will be the end of the game. Lansing City 0. Midwest 0. So Lansing City starts their season off with a tie, getting one point. Midwest also tacking on to their current 3 points with another point of their own. And that's how we end it. Certainly some exciting moments there at the end. Some key moments in the second half. A penalty saved. That one was taken by Victoria. Saved by goalkeeper Spiegel for Midwest. A couple of opportunities for Midwest, including one fantastic save being forced from Zach Kelly. Really that play, those two plays by the keeper, the one from Zach Kelly on the Lansing City side and the PK stop from Spiegel. Those are the two key plays in this second half that kept the scores deadlocked at 0-0. Could have been 1-0, 1-1 either way, but the goalkeeper stepping up and playing fantastic and very well played by both teams. It was a little sloppier in the second half, especially for Lansing City, but not many mistakes, not many crucial mistakes being made by either team. They did well to really not expose themselves, which is one of the reasons why we ended up at the 0-0 tie. But from the Lansing City standpoint, it's not the worst outing you could have. It's a solid point. You come away with a victory. I think if you're Coach Marco Bernardini right now or one of the players, you have to – certainly you're thinking of the ways that you could have done better, touches you could have made that kept the ball. And certainly Captain Jeff Victoria is thinking about his PK, maybe putting it a little bit further to the side, maybe a little more pace on it, or maybe just juking out the keeper. Certainly thoughts like that going through the players' minds. But at the end of the day, you got to be happy with coming away with a point. Certainly better than 0. It's a result. First game of the season, coming away with 1 point in a 0-0 tie, Lansing City. That's what we ended up here. Not bad. Not bad for the first time out. Certainly some promising things we saw. We saw some players that we haven't seen before put in some very good minutes. We had Yesin, also Gugamis, and Dolabaipu up top, putting in some very good minutes for Lansing City and creating some positive opportunities and chances. So that's how we end it. 0-0 tie here. Midwest takes a point. Lansing City takes a point. And that does it for us here in Lansing, here at Okemos High School. We'll see you next time for Lansing City's next USL League Two game. We'll see you then.